The Sun Devils escaped the desert this past weekend. They traveled to Fivepoint Arena in Irvine, California, an unusual spot for college hockey to participate in the SoCal Clash against Harvard. The two-game series will be a tough test for the Sun Devils as they face off against the number 17 ranked Harvard Crimson. Harvard is averaging 4 goals a game, second best in college hockey, and meanwhile they have 9 skilled players who have been drafted to the NHL. ASU outshot Harvard the first period 12-8. Junior forward James Sanchez had a huge hit to try and shift momentum for ASU, but neither team found the back of the net. Once the second period started, the script was flipped. ASU was outshot and outscored. Harvard scored 3 goals in 4 minutes in the second period. Powers noted the team has to be better defensively in taking away those second chances.
Be stronger in front of our net and limit those second chance opportunities. Every one of them was a result of not getting a puck out when we had time to get it out on the wall. And good teams will make you pay for committing those turnovers, and they did. They were really opportunistic that way.
Defenseman Josh Maniscalco found the back of the net 40 seconds into the third, but the Sun Devils failed to complete the comeback, losing 4-1 in Game 1. As the Sun Devils look to bounce back for Game 2, Allie Krusniak is inside for the recap.
We took out the second period of Game 1. It was a 1-1 game. The Sun Devils looked to rebuild the momentum they made in the third period for the Sunday matinee. Greg Powers went with graduate goalie Max Prodzek to start Game 2. Harvard came with aggression and pace early and notched 2 goals in the first period. ASU gave up an early goal in the second, and Evan DeBrouwer took over in the net for the remainder of the game. The Sun Devils started to find their rhythm and scored 2 back-to-back goals courtesy of Josh Maniscalco and Austin Lemieux. With their resiliency intact, Powers said playing a full 60 minutes needs to be their focus.
We were fun to watch in those last 2 periods. We were buzzing, especially in that second period. We were really good, and we can't get off to these slow starts.
Harvard scored once more in the second. PJ Morocco had a chance but hit the pipe. The Sun Devils responded to their 2-goal deficit in the third. Willie Nierum scored 5.5 minutes into the period, and less than 2 minutes later, Morocco finally got past Harvard's goaltender for the game-tying goal. The game went into OT, neither team scoring but ending with high tensions nevertheless. With the strength of the Harvard roster, Powers said the tie was something his team should be proud of.
To come back from 3 down, that's a top 10 team. It's a legit top 10 team. So for our guys to fight back from 3 down and I thought outplayed them drastically in the last 2 periods. We could have easily won that game. But to claw back and get the ties, they can be proud of themselves.
Powers also said it's more than likely that the Sun Devils will return to SoCal to play in the near future. In Irvine, Mike McQuade and Allie Krusniak, Cronkite Sports.